What has Aiden spent some of his summer money on, I wonder? It's Sunday morning and I'm here out in the barn doing my normal Sunday every morning routine. First thing I do every single morning is I grab the egg basket from the cellar. I dump the water out of the dehumidifier, and then I take the egg basket and my cats come out with me to the barn. I mean, they're already pretty much milling around waiting for breakfast. I thought I had rats because I saw a couple blackish things kind of in the shadows a few times, and I noticed some of the cat food's been gone, and I put it in a barrel. I haven't really noticed too much grain missing, but cat food. And I was like, what the heck is eating cat food? I thought maybe the cats were getting into it, or maybe my other cat, Pebbles, came back. But I came out to the barn this morning, and you see this blue barrel right here is where I keep the cat food. It's pretty much hard to get out of once you get in it. And check this out. So I'm like, doo-doo-doo, walking out to the barn. Cat food's in the barrel. Gonna grab the cat food, put it in the dish, and then I walk in and I see that. And for those of you who don't know what that is an opossum. And she has babies. And they actually do good for the environment, so it'd be a travesty to put it down. But I can't have it here eating my cat food either, so I'm not sure. I think they like chicken. I haven't had any problem losing chickens. I'll save this piece for after I put the top and bottom part of the frame on. So I need one 41¼ and one 42. Good end here, 41¼ So I'm sure you're wondering, why am I off 3/4 of an inch from top to bottom? Well, the reason being is that the top one's going to actually overhang the uprights a little bit on each side to make it look right, and the bottom one's going to go pretty tight. Sometimes I'll take a roast, usually a nice like round roast or a shoulder roast or a rump roast, something that's not tough like a chuck roast, and I'll cut it up into steaks, or I can do like I'm going to do today, which is just, I'm going to throw it on the hibachi. So there's a couple ways that this could be cased. This board right here could come down past this board and end up down here at the bottom, but I'm going to have it like this on the inside. On the outside for sure I would do it that way. Also, there's another way I could have done this too, is I could have had that come down and then had this board right here come out around the edges, but what I'm going to do is get a wider board to come out around here. And I know that's going to put me almost flush with the bottom of that window there, and it's not typically the way I want to do it, but it's just the way that everything was built. I kind of had to make it a little different than I normally would. So those of you who know what you're talking about and you're looking at this, there's a reason for my madness. And so it's going to be like this, and then I'm going to have a board come around and then come around the edges here. So that'll be next. It's going to take a few layers of mud to fix this. If you don't know how to do stuff yourself these days, you're pretty much screwed. That looks pretty good. I'll take it. What the heck was that? I just heard a crash. It sounded like a tree going down. Hopefully it wasn't. Something around here. So there's that. Now I'm just gonna run the sander across the top real quick. Yeah, there's a couple houses out back. Going goats.
Oh, I see.
That's all goats.
At least they ain't cows.
Why I like goats better.
No, goats are better.
You think so?
Yep.
Why is that?
Much cooler. Much more lovable. Cows are just flipping giant and they smash through stuff and crap everywhere.
Kind of like Ada. Shaker Museum in Alfred.
Well, let's just scream and go.
It's a screaming Eden.
No, that's not me screaming. That's Romeo.
Hello. It's a mini Nubian. Want to put one of those little plastic chain collars on him?
No.
How are you going to catch him if he gets loose?
What?
What are you going to grab a hold of if he gets loose?
He ain't gonna get loose.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Why is that?
'Cause I'll be holding him.
All night? You taking him to bed with you?
I could. Got a place. We'll do that in there.
He'll get used to the smell.
Come on, Robin. Come on. Yeah. Oh. Hey, buddy. What? Molly. Romeo. Come here, Romeo.
Back when we had a lot of goats, I bought some of these little plastic chains from Premier One. And so when you look at these chains, they're made out of plastic, and on the end, you can see how it's made there. And the way that works is it'll hold their tag, and you know you can lead them around with it, but if they really get stuck on something and try to jerk free, it'll break loose. So they're like little safety chains. how it goes on?
Wait, yeah, I do.
Got it? Need a pair of pliers?
No, it's on. Hey, buddy.
We'll get one of those little flat pans.
Yeah.
Put his food in it.
Then we get another one, put water in it. No.
That's the rest of the peaches. They're delicious. I've been selling these for $2 a pint, and the reason they're so cheap this year is for one thing, they're smaller this year than they will be after the tree gets established. And also I got these pulp containers that I've had for a long time, and it's time for them to go. And next year I'll probably have to buy some new ones, but the problem with these is they only last just so long, and then you need to get rid of them. So they're probably $1 a piece now. They used to be like 20 cents, but anyway, next year the price will have to go up, unfortunately. But this year it's a good deal on peaches, and I've been selling out like crazy. I know a lot of people are like, wow, peaches grow in Maine, and yeah, there's a special kind of peach. It's called a Reliance peach. The Georgia peaches, they won't make it, but the Reliance peach has been adapted to a little bit colder climate, and since we're zone 5, we're in York County, which is the southernmost and oldest county in the state. And it's kind of borderline on where you can grow peaches, but we can. If you go maybe 15, 20 miles further north, they won't make it. So we're right on the cusp of where you can grow peaches and where you can't. Why do I always wear a scrub cap instead of a regular baseball cap? Well, I get migraines, and these don't put tension on my head, and I don't have a lot of hair left, so it keeps me from getting sunburned on my almost bald head, and it works like a sweatband too. So anyway, it doesn't really do much for keeping the sun out of my face, but it keeps my head from getting burnt. What are you doing, Violet? Why are you up here? Are you lost? What's going on? Violet, why are you up here?